Iraq and Afghanistan, the Army's training, doctrine and weapons development is sharpening its focus on armored vehicles, long-range precision weapons and networking technologies to connect a force dispersed over a wide area of terrain. Another key aspect of the Army's future strategy is called wide area security, an approach grounded in the recognition that large-scale mechanized forces will likely need to operate and maneuver across much wider swaths of terrain, as has been the case in recent years. Having a dispersed force, fortified with long-range sensors, armor protection, precision weapons and networking technologies, will strengthen the Army's offensive approach and make its forces a more difficult, less aggregated target for enemies. While the Army remains focused on being needed for counterinsurgency possibilities across the globe and hybrid-type wars involving groups of terrorists armed with conventional weapons and precision-guided missiles, the service is identifying, refining and integrated technologies with a specific mind to attacking enemies and protecting soldiers in major power war, Williamson explained. Major, great power war would likely present the need for massive air-ground coordination between drones, helicopters and ground vehicles, infantry and armored vehicle maneuver formations and long-range weapons and sensors. The idea is to be ready for enemies equipped with high-end, high-tech weapons such as long-range rocket, missile and air attack capabilities. As evidence of this approach, Williamson pointed to some of the attributes of the Army's new Joint Light Tactical Vehicle, or JLTV, and Armored Multi-Purpose Vehicle as platforms well engineered for large-scale mechanized warfare. The JLTV, for instance, is engineered with additional armor, speed, suspension, blast protection and ground clearance in order to withstand enemy fire, mines, IEDs and roadside bombs. These same protection technologies would also enable the vehicle to better withstand longer-range attacks from enemy armies far more capable than those encountered in Iraq and Afghanistan. The vehicle is being built to, among other things, replace a large portion of the Army's Humvee fleet. The JLTV represents the next generation of automotive technology in a number of key respects, such as the ability to design a light tactical, mobile vehicle with substantial protective ability to defend against a wide range of enemy attacks. The vehicle is designed from the ground up to be mobile and operate with a level of underbody protection equivalent to the original Mrapa TV, mine-resistant ambush-protected, all-terrain vehicle standards. Also, the vehicle is being designed with modular armor, so that when the armor is not needed we can take it off and bring the weight of the vehicle down to drive down the operating costs, Army officials have explained. The modular armor approach gives the vehicle an A-kit and B-kit option, allowing the vehicle to integrate heavier armor should the war threat require that. With a curb weight of roughly 14,000 pounds, the JLTV will provide protection comparable to the 25,000 pound MATV, thus combining the mobility and transportability of a light vehicle with MRAP-level protection. The vehicle can reach speeds greater than 70 mph. The vehicle, made by Oshkosh Defense, is also built with a system called TAC-4i independent suspension designed to increase off-road mobility in rigorous terrain, a scenario quite likely should there be a major war. The JLTV is equipped with next-generation sensors and communications technologies to better enhance soldiers' knowledge of a surrounding, fast-moving dynamic combat situation. TAC-4i can be described as variable ride height suspension, explained as the ability to raise and lower the suspension to meet certain mission requirements, such as the need to raise the suspension in high-threat areas and lower the suspension so that the vehicles can be transported by maritime preposition force ships. Also, the JLTV will be able to sling load beneath a CH-53, C-130 or CH-47 under standard conditions. Sling loading the vehicle beneath a large helicopter would give the Army an ability to conduct what they called mounted maneuver, an effort to reposition forces quickly on the battlefield in rough terrain which cannot be traversed another way. Oshkosh, based in the Wisconsin city of the same name, last summer won a $6.7 billion Army contract to begin to produce about 17,000 of the light-duty JLTVs for the Army and Marine Corps beginning in the first quarter of fiscal 2016, which starts October 1st. The services plan to buy nearly 55,000 of the vehicles, including 49,100 for the Army and 5,500 for the Corps, to replace about a third of the Humvee fleets at an overall estimated cost of more than $30 billion, or about $559,000 per vehicle, according to Pentagon budget documents as cited in a report in military.com. When compared with earlier light tactical vehicle models such as the HMMWV, the JLTV is being engineered with a much stronger, 250 to 360 horsepower engine, Banks 6.6-liter diesel engine, and a 570 imp alternator able to generate up to 10 kilowatts of exportable power. In fact, due to the increase in need for onboard power, the vehicle includes the integration of a suite of C4 Hitchens networking technologies. The JLTV, which can be armed with weapons such as a grenade launcher or 50-caliber machine gun, has a central tire inflation system which is an on-the-fly system that can regulate tire pressure. The system can adjust tire pressure from higher pressures for higher speed conditions on flatter roads to much lower pressures in soft soil such as sand or mud, JLTV engineers explain. Also, instead of having a belt-driven alternator, the vehicles are built with an integrated generating system that is sandwiched between the engine and transmission in order to increase efficiency. The Army is also preparing to take delivery later this year of its new infantry carrier platform called the Armored Multipurpose Vehicle, or AMPV. Built by B Systems, the platform is intended to replace the Vietnam-era M113 infantry carrier. Several variants are planned, including a general-purpose vehicle, mortar carrier vehicle, mission command vehicle, medical evacuation vehicle and medical treatment vehicle. Overall, the Army plans to build roughly 3,000 AMPVs at a cost of $1 million to $1.7 million.